Hello, hello. Welcome back to our learning adventure. I am so excited to share today's story with you. Let's learn, practice, and grow our English together. Let's go!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English for Beginners. I'm Tom. In our last masterclass, we learned how to navigate travel and workplace conversations smoothly. Today, we are opening a brand new lesson to help you master social invitations, making plans with friends, and accepting or declining offers politely. If you want to build real, practical fluency step by step, hit that subscribe button below and join our growing community. Let's jump straight into part 1 of our new lesson, slowly and clearly. Let me tell you a short story about my friend Lucas. Last Friday afternoon, Lucas received a text message from his colleague inviting him to dinner for the weekend. Lucas wanted to say yes, but he also had a family commitment, so he needed to check his schedule first. When Lucas replied quickly, he translated his native language word for word and sent a blunt message. "I cannot come. I am busy with family." His colleague read the message and felt a bit hurt, thinking Lucas did not want to spend time with anyone from work. Lucas realized a valuable lesson that day. When you respond to social invitations, how you phrase your words makes all the difference between sounding friendly and sounding cold. Today, we are going to fix that completely. Instead of memorizing a boring grammar rule, let us look at 2 different ways Lucas could respond to that invitation. Look at option A. I cannot come. Now look at option B. I would love to join, but I am actually busy this weekend. Here is a quick question for you right now. Which option feels warmer? Which option preserves the friendship? And which option feels more natural? Take a second. Think about it. Exactly. It is option B. Now, let us look closely at why option B works so well. We started with an appreciative emotional hook, I would love to join, before introducing a polite contrasting conjunction. But what is the hidden pattern here? When native speakers respond to social offers, they always express appreciation first before explaining any schedule conflicts, keeping the social connection strong. Let us do a quick mental shift right now. I want you to stop translating from your native language. 0 translation. Imagine a friend invites you to grab coffee tomorrow afternoon, but you cannot make it because of work. In the old habit, your brain translates word by word. That slows you down. Instead, I want you to let the direct English thought pop up instantly in your mind. I would love to, but I have to work late tomorrow. When you practice thinking in direct English chunks like that, your speaking speed doubles without any stress. Because Lucas learned how to handle social situations smoothly, he uses specific conversational chunks instead of translating word for word. Let us learn 3 new natural expressions that people use every single day when making plans. To catch up. This means to spend time talking with someone you have not seen in a while to exchange news. Listen to the example. We really need to grab coffee soon and catch up on everything. To wind down. This means to relax after a period of hard work or stress. Listen to the example. I usually like to read a good book in the evening to wind down. To sound like a plan. This means an enthusiastic way to agree with a suggestion or proposal. Listen to the example. Dinner at 7 o'clock? That sounds like a plan. Notice how we do not memorize these words in isolation. We use them when reconnecting, relaxing, or agreeing to ideas. One of the biggest frustrations for language learners is understanding fast speech. Why do native speakers sound like they smash words together? It is called connected speech. Look at this simple phrase written on paper. Catch up. That is 2 separate words. Now, listen to how a native speaker actually says it quickly in real life. Catch up.
Let me say it slowly for you, then fast. Slow, catch up. Fast, catch up. The consonant sound at the end links right into the vowel of the second word. Train your ears to listen for these smooth sound blocks instead of searching for isolated words.
Let us train our ears once more with connected speech. Look at this simple phrase written on paper. Count on. That is two separate words. Now listen to how a native speaker actually says it quickly in daily conversation. Count on. Let me say it slowly for you, then fast. Slow, count on. Fast, count on. The consonant sound at the end links right into the preposition. Listen for these linked sound blocks. Now it is your turn to move your mouth. Speak out loud with me right now at a calm, steady pace. Imagine telling a friend that you trust and rely on them. Use our phrase, count on. Say this sentence out loud with me slowly and clearly. I know I can always count on your support. Let us try it one more time together. I know I can always count on your support. Fantastic job! Before we finish part 2, let us fix another classic trap. The trap saying depend of the weather, or it depends from the situation. Why is it wrong? In many languages, learners use prepositions like of or from after depend. But in English grammar, the verb depend always requires one specific preposition. The correct fix? Always use on. Say it correctly out loud right now. It depends on the weather. Never use depend of or depend from ever again. In part 2, we mastered how to ask for favors politely using would you mind, unlocked 3 daily vocabulary chunks: clear up, count on, turn out, practiced connected speech, and reinforced the depends on grammar rule. When you're ready for part 3, just let me know, and we will continue building your English masterclass step by step. Welcome back to English for Beginners. In part 2, we learned how to ask for everyday favors politely using would you mind, and we reinforced our grammar rule with depends on. If you missed part 2, feel free to review it anytime. But right now, we are moving directly into part 3. Today, we are shifting our focus back to the professional world. We are going to look at how to coordinate team projects, assign tasks clearly, and handle workplace feedback without any stress. Let me tell you a quick story about my colleague, Elena. Last Wednesday, Elena was leading a marketing project with a tight deadline. She needed to divide the work among her team members, but she felt anxious about sounding too bossy. When she spoke to her coworker, she translated her native language directly and said bluntly, "You must finish this design today. Do not be late." Her coworker looked uncomfortable and stressed out. Her tone sounded like an order rather than a professional collaboration. Elena learned an important lesson that day. When you coordinate tasks at work, how you phrase your requests determines how cooperative your team will be. Instead of sounding harsh or using rigid textbook rules, let us look at 2 different ways Elena could assign that task. Look at option A. Finish this design today. Now look at option B. Would it be possible for you to finish this design by the end of the day? Here is a quick question for you right now. Which option sounds more professional, polite, and constructive? Take a second. Think about it. Exactly. It is option B. Now, look closely at why option B works so well. Instead of giving a blunt order, we used a polite conditional opening frame. Would it be possible for you to? Combined with a clear time frame. What is the hidden pattern here? When native speakers need to delegate tasks or manage project timelines, they frame requests as polite possibilities, keeping the team environment positive and supportive.
Let us do another quick mental shift right now. Zero translation. Imagine you need to ask a coworker to review a spreadsheet before tomorrow morning. Instead of translating word by word, let the direct English thought form instantly in your mind. Could you take a look at this spreadsheet before tomorrow morning? Practice letting that natural sentence form in your head as a single smooth block.
Because Elena learned how to manage professional communication smoothly, she also picked up 3 new high-frequency workplace expressions. To take care of something. This means to deal with a task, responsibility, or problem successfully. Listen to the example. Don't worry about printing the reports. I will take care of it before lunch. To catch up on something. This means to spend time doing work or reading things you missed. Your example. I need to spend this afternoon catching up on my emails. To point out. This means to draw attention to a specific detail, fact, or error. Listen to the example. Thank you for pointing out that mistake in the budget before we submitted it. Notice how these everyday chunks make your professional communication sound natural and fluent. Let us train our ears once more with connected speech. Look at this simple phrase written on paper. Take care of. That is 3 separate words. Now listen to how a native speaker actually says it quickly in daily conversation. Take care of. Let me say it slowly for you, then fast. Slow. Take care of. Fast. Take care of. Now it is your turn to move your mouth. Speak out loud with me right now at a calm, steady pace. Imagine telling a colleague that you will handle a specific task. Use our phrase, take care of. Say this sentence out loud with me, slowly and clearly. I will take care of the presentation slides this afternoon. Let us try it one more time together. I will take care of the presentation slides this afternoon. That sounded fantastic. Before we finish part 3, let us fix another classic trap. The trap saying, discuss about the project, or we discussed about the budget. Why is it wrong? In many languages, learners add a preposition like about after the verb discuss. But in English grammar, the verb discuss already contains that meaning inside it. You never add about after it. The correct fix? Drop the word about completely. Just say, let us discuss the project. Say it out loud right now. Let us discuss the project. Never use discuss about ever again. In part 3, we mastered how to delegate tasks professionally, unlocked 3 daily vocabulary chunks, take care of, catch up on, point out, practiced connected speech, and reinforced the discuss grammar rule without about. When you are ready for part 4, just let me know, and we will continue our masterclass. Welcome back to English for Beginners. In part 3, we mastered how to delegate tasks professionally, used chunks like take care of and point out, and reinforced our golden rule with discuss without about. If you missed part 3, you can catch up anytime. But right now, we are moving directly into part 4, which is our final core section for this masterclass lesson. Today, we are going to look at how to handle public interactions comfortably, talk about future expectations without stress, and review everything we have built so far into one complete natural habit. Let me tell you one final story about my friend Marcus. Last Saturday afternoon, Marcus attended a local community volunteering event. There were many people organizing activities and discussing future community projects. Marcus wanted to join the group and share his ideas, but he felt a bit nervous about making a grammar mistake. He almost stayed quiet, but then he remembered our core rule, zero translation. Instead, he took a calm, deep breath and said simply, I am really looking forward to helping with the new community garden project next month. The people around him smiled warmly and said, that is wonderful. We would love your help.
Marcus realized something very important that evening. You do not need complicated grammar to connect with people. You just need clear, natural expressions and the confidence to speak.
Instead of overthinking difficult textbook rules, let us look at two different ways to talk about future expectations in a real conversation. Look at option A. I want to help with the garden. Now look at option B. I am really looking forward to helping with the garden. Here is a quick question for you right now. Which option sounds more natural, expressive, and engaging for daily communication? Take a second. Think about it. Exactly. It is option B. Now, look closely at why option B works so well. Instead of just using a simple want verb, we used an anticipatory emotional chunk combined with an ing action. Am really looking forward to helping. What is the hidden pattern here? When native speakers talk about exciting upcoming events or activities, they use emotive framing phrases to give their speech a warm, confident rhythm. Let us do our final mental shift exercise right now. Zero translation. Imagine someone asks you what you are excited to do this weekend. Instead of translating word by word from your native language, let the direct English thought form instantly in your mind. I am looking forward to relaxing at home on Sunday. Practice letting that natural sentence form in your head as a single smooth block. Because Marcus learned how to express his expectations smoothly, he also picked up 3 final high-frequency conversational expressions. To look forward to. This means to feel pleased and excited about something that is going to happen. Listen to the example. I am really looking forward to our weekend gathering. To keep in touch. This means to stay connected with someone through messages or calls after parting ways. Listen to the example. It was great meeting you today. Let us definitely keep in touch. To make up one's mind. This means to finally make a firm decision after thinking about options. Listen to the example. Take your time, but let me know when you make up your mind. Notice how these everyday chunks make your speech sound completely natural and fluid. Let us train our ears one last time with connected speech. Look at this simple phrase written on paper. Look forward to. That is 3 separate words. Now, listen to how a native speaker actually says it quickly in daily life. Look forward to. Let me say it slowly for you, then fast. Slow. Look forward to. Fast. Look forward to. The consonant sounds link smoothly together. Keep listening for these natural sound bridges every time you listen to English. Now it is your turn to move your mouth one more time. Speak out loud with me right now at a calm, steady pace. Imagine telling a friend you are excited about an upcoming event. Use our phrase, look forward to. Say this sentence out loud with me slowly and clearly. I look forward to seeing you next week. Let us try it one more time together. I look forward to seeing you next week. That sounded fantastic. Before we complete our masterclass, let us fix one final classic trap. The trap? Saying, I am agree with you, or she is agree with the plan. Why is it wrong? In many languages, learners treat agree like an adjective and put the verb to be, am, or is in front of it. But in English, agree is already a complete action verb. The correct fix? Never use am or is with agree. Just say, I agree with you. Say it out loud right now. I agree with you. Perfect. Look at everything we achieved across this comprehensive lesson. We learned how to respond to social invitations, ask for everyday favors politely, delegate workplace tasks, express future expectations, train our ears with connected speech, and fix critical grammar traps without a single boring lecture. Here is your final homework assignment. Write down 3 sentences using the new vocabulary chunks we learned today. Look forward to,
keep in touch, and make up one's mind. And say them out loud 3 times slowly. Thank you so much for joining me through this complete learning experience on English for Beginners. Keep practicing every single day. Trust your progress, and I will see you in our next masterclass lesson.
Now it is your turn to move your mouth. Do not just listen silently. Speak out loud with me right now at a calm and steady pace. Imagine making plans to talk with an old friend. Use our phrase, catch up. Say this sentence out loud with me, slowly and clearly. Let us meet this weekend and catch up. Let us try it one more time together. Let us meet this weekend and catch up. That sounded wonderful. Notice how smooth and natural that feels on your tongue? Before we do our final review, let us fix a classic trap. This happens when people translate words directly from their native language. The trap? Saying, suggest him to go, or she suggested me to join. Why is it wrong? In many languages, learners put an object pronoun after suggest. But in English grammar, the verb suggest is followed by a gerund, ing, or a that clause, never an object plus an infinitive. The correct fix? Use a gerund instead. Say it correctly out loud right now. I suggested meeting for coffee. Never use suggest someone to do ever again. Today, we mastered how to respond to social invitations politely. We unlocked 3 daily vocabulary chunks: catch up, wind down, sound like a plan. We practiced connected listening, and we fixed the suggest grammar trap. Here is your homework for today. Write down one polite response using I would love to, but something that you can actually use tomorrow. Then say it out loud 3 times slowly. Welcome back to English for Beginners. In part 1, we learned how to respond to social invitations politely and fixed our grammar trap with the verb suggest. If you missed part 1, feel free to review it anytime. But right now, we are moving directly into part 2. Today, we are taking those social conversation skills and applying them to how we handle minor misunderstandings, ask for everyday favors, and keep our interactions smooth and friendly. Let me share another short story with you about my friend Lucas. After Lucas successfully managed his weekend plans in part 1, he wanted to ask his neighbor for a quick favor regarding his mail delivery while he was away on a short trip. Because Lucas was in a rush, he tried to translate his native language directly and said bluntly, "Take my letters and keep them safe." His neighbor looked surprised and a bit uncomfortable. Lucas realized a valuable lesson that afternoon. When you ask someone for a favor, using direct orders creates awkwardness. You need soft, polite phrasing to make people happy to help you. Instead of translating chaotic words from your native language, let us look at 2 different ways Lucas could ask for that favor. Look at option A. Take my letters. Now look at option B. Would you mind keeping an eye on my mail while I am away? Here is a quick question for you right now. Which option sounds warmer, more polite, and much more natural? Take a second. Exactly. It is option B. Now, look closely at why option B works so well. We used a polite conditional structure combined with an ing verb. Would you mind keeping? What is the hidden pattern here? When native speakers ask for everyday favors, they use phrases like would you mind because it turns a heavy request into a courteous, easy question. Let us do another quick mental shift right now. Zero translation. Imagine you need to ask a coworker to check a document for you quickly. Instead of translating word by word, let the direct English thought form instantly in your mind. Would you mind taking a look at this report? Practice letting that natural phrase form in your head as a single smooth block. Because Lucas learned how to ask for favors politely, he also learned 3 new high-frequency expressions for daily communication. To clear up something. This means to resolve a misunderstanding or explain a confusing situation. Listen to the example. Let us talk for a minute to clear up any confusion about the schedule. To count on someone. This means to rely or depend on someone for help when you need it. Listen to the example. I know I can always count on my friends when things get busy. To turn out. This means how a situation develops or ends up in the end. Listen to the example. Even though we were worried, the party turned out to be a huge success. Notice how these expressions make your English sound natural, warm, and conversational.
If you had fun learning with me, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so we can keep practicing together. And hey, don't leave me hanging. Drop your answers in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.